True integrity ball. True integrity. 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 What's this? If in this game you want longevity, you got ball with true integrity. I know the game's like a referee, so you can never try to question me. This is what you call a specialty. True and Stroud, that's a special team. All we do is reach our goals, then kick it like we calling in a special team. I can teach you how to strategy. I be filling up the stat sheets.
And welcome back to another episode of True Integrity Ball. I'm your host, Drew, here with my co-host, Sean.
Yo.
Man, I guess we're here today to go over Week 10. I guess we're going to name our top 5 offense. We're going to discuss the Watson news. And then we're going to dive into a few games from Week 11. But the first game we'll jump into from Week 10. San Fran at Jacksonville going to do fall. Defeating the Jaguars 34-3. Dominant performance on both sides of the balls by the 49ers. They forced the Jags to 4 turnovers, 2 picks, and a fumble lost by Lawrence, and Christian Kirk gave up the ball as well. San Fran, they capitalized on every opportunity, man. Purdy with another efficient game, 19 for 26, 296 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 16 rushes, 95 yards. He actually had 10 targets, 6 catches for 47 yards. George Kittle had a good day as well, going over 100 yards for a touchdown. So I just know San Fran, they was excited to get back on track after the losing streak. I did tell y'all last week, man, kind of was expecting this. Definitely was expecting a better performance by the Jags. But nonetheless, they do have Tennessee next week. So I do expect them to get back on track, man. Any thoughts on this one, bro?
Yeah, as we discussed last week, San Francisco was going to come out that bye week ready to play, especially coming out off those losses. They got back healthy as well. Debo came back. McCaffrey was a little banged up before he came back healthy, and Purdy was fully healthy as well, coming off those hits and that concussion. Felt like he never fully healed. So just a complete performance by San Francisco, getting back on track offensively, defensively, all phases of the game. Jacksonville, they were battle tested, coming into this game. I think they had 2 losses, and they didn't really play a team of this caliber yet. Yeah, so this was a good test for them. You kind of, when you take a win or a loss, you kind of, as a team, you don't know your approach, how you come out of it. It's always something you can learn from it. So, they play one of the best teams in the league coming from San Francisco. And, they got beat, like you said, 34-3. So they know where they stand at. And like you said, 3 turnovers, man. Not a lot of teams going to win the game off 3 turnovers. So got to protect that ball.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I guess great win for the 49ers. And like I mentioned, I guess the Jazz got to go back to the drawing board, man. But I guess we'll go ahead and move on to Cleveland. Going to Baltimore. Cleveland came away with the win, 33-31. What's your thoughts on this one, bro?
Yeah, another frustrating Baltimore game. You come out, you start the game. First drive on defense, you get a pick 6, and you come out the next drive and you score again. You also get the Browns to go out 3 and out. And, Deshaun Watson, I think, completed like 5 or 6 passes the whole first half, and then he went 13-14, I believe.
I think
in the second half, 14 in the second half.
Yeah.
On the shoulder where it was falling off the bone, which is even worse. That's what the reports say. We don't know if that's true. We're not the doctors, but you could tell he was banged up with the ankle sprain and then the shoulder injury, and he got the job done, man. And frustrating if you're a Baltimore fan, because the game should have been sealed, man. You get a double-digit lead, especially in the fourth quarter, man. I just don't get it. How you're up in the fourth quarter, double digits, and you get the lead up. This was supposed to be one of the best defenses in the league. Nobody is perfect. I'm not going to hold them to that. But you can't give up a double-digit lead, man, in the fourth quarter on defense. And then offensively, can't understand, the pick 6 ricochet off the defensive lineman, man. We got to be better. The rookie, the undrafted rookie, he got five carries. He took that touchdown for about 40 yards, and he didn't get a carry in the second half, man. So just offensively, man, very frustrated, not pushing the ball down the field. Lamar only has 10 touchdowns. I'm not even going to get into that because that's touchdowns his job is to get them in the red zone, and which he does. And usually Gus Edwards finishes the drive off. So I'm not going to touch on the 10 touchdowns, but man, we got to push the ball down the field effectively, and because that's what's going to happen in the playoffs. You're going to have to throw the ball at a certain time of the game. You're going to have to push the ball down the field. So just want to see the offense open up. Maybe this game was that awakening for them. I hope so. And they can get going. But shout out to the Browns. No Nick Chubb. Defense played lights out second half. Forced a lot of turnovers, and they dialed in, man. Myles Garrett, like I said, looking like the defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just say, man, it was just a very emotional games on both sides of the ball. But like you mentioned about the pick six in the third quarter or whatnot, it basically, changed the whole game. I was telling myself, just going back, just watching the game, even if the ball wasn't batted, that boy JOK was sitting right there in the flats.
On Ricard, right?
Yeah,
or Andrews. Because I feel like both of them would have been picked.
that pick six, whatever.
Nobody was open.
I think that was the one with Ricard.
Yeah,
because Lamar, he was already. As soon as he got the ball, he was already determined that he was going there already, bro. So that ball may have probably been picked regardless, man. But Cleveland kept chipping away at the end in the second half, bro. Like you mentioned, Deshaun did had a huge third down run that extended the drive. That boy Amari, he made some big time catches, man. And like you mentioned about Garrett, dog, he just continued to have his dominant season, man. But I definitely know we're gonna speak about Deshaun in a little bit. But I guess good win for Cleveland. I guess we'll see how the season continue, man. But the next game we'll go ahead and jump into Houston going to Cincinnati, and Houston coming out with the upset win, 30-27. Like I mentioned last week, been telling you guys, CJ, that boy is the real deal. He putting everybody on notice. I know you mentioned last week, bro, about the offensive rookie of the year, pretty much being wrapped up. Now he's legitimately in the MVP conversation, man. But starting off, I'll say this game, Cincinnati had got the ball first, then went straight down the field, looking immaculate. You would thought that there was going to be a long day for Houston. But all season, Houston defense been stepping up, and they held Cincinnati to 7 points throughout the first half. And the fireworks started in the second half. Burrow and Chase came alive. Chase finished the day with 5 catches for 124 yards and a touchdown. And I would say that Burrows did have back-to-back picks in the fourth quarter. As that boy CJ also threw his second interception of the season and gave Cincinnati excellent field position. And what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, this Texans team, like you talked about CJ Stroud, we talked about the rookie of the year. That's overweight. He's the best quarterback in the league right now. He looks better than Mahomes. This league is what have you done for me lately. We update the resume basically every week. I know some bad performances can happen, but he's been the most consistent quarterback all season, bro. Been the best quarterback all season. I know the receivers he has. The Tank Dell dude is coming alive. He looks really good, but he's doing a lot with less. He's doing a lot with less. And this team, the surprising thing about this team, Cincinnati just up and down, man. Maybe they played down to the competition, or just the Texans is just that good. I don't know, but like I said, CJ Stroud is the MVP right now, man. Nobody playing better ball offensively from the quarterback position at this time. So another big win. I say this every week. Houston is a year ahead, man. Nobody thought they would be this good. They got multiple key wins where they should not have won the game. And D'Amico Ryans, man, he done changed the culture, got this team going, and just take a look at that Deshaun Watson trade and what has came of it. Just crazy to see, how good the Texans look a year early.
Yeah, bro. I know I asked you last week, man, do you think Houston got a chance to make the playoffs, bro? What you thinking now, man?
I still don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, and it's just because of the AFC. You got 3 teams gonna come out the AFC North. That leaves you with 4 teams. You got the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna make it so that's 4 right there. You're gonna have who else we're gonna have? You're gonna have 3 from the AFC North. You're gonna have the Chiefs. You're gonna have the Dolphins. Probably the Bills gonna make it.
I don't know about
but the Bills are falling out. So you got the Dolphins. So you got 2 teams out of the AFC that's gonna make it out of other divisions. That's my 5. That's 5 right there. I just don't see the Texans gonna be able to win out of the 2 out of there. And the Jags are gonna win the division. So I'm gonna take the Jags. And then that last seed, I don't know who you're gonna take. That 7th seed. I just don't see that happening in the AFC. If the Texans were in NFC, okay, I would say that. But the AFC is so competitive, man.
I got you. I think, man, at this moment, bro, I think the Houston Texans got a legit chance of winning the division, bro.
They got
they have a legit.
They beat the Jags already, right?
Yes,
okay,
bro, 30,
okay.
30. Okay. They beat them 37 to like the 17, bro.
Okay.
They're already.
And they beat the Titans. They beat the Titans too, or did they lose? They lost to the Titans, right?
Let me see. Let me tell you.
I mean, they gotta play them again, so it don't matter. I'm just curious.
It actually does matter.
I forgot they beat the Jags already.
It actually does matter. So
the Jags only got 3 losses. That's the crazy thing about it. 4 losses.
Houston. Their schedule. When they play. When their last division game? Shit, probably
week 2.
Their last division game was week 3 versus the Jag and the Colts, bro. So actually, this division still wide open because they still got 4 games, but they got the
Houston sitting at 5-5 or 6-4.
5-4.
5-4. Okay.
Yeah, so they got the Cardinals, then they got the Jags.
They rolling, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So they
I
got.
don't even think they was projected to have 6 wins on the season.
Yeah, bro. I think they over and under for the season was 6.5 wins. So yeah, bro, they're gonna fuck around and win 10 games, bro. They ain't gonna mess around and win 10 games. But impressive win for Houston nonetheless, man. But I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on to Detroit, going to the Chargers. Depending on how you feel, this was probably one of the best game of the week. Lions defeating the Chargers in SoFi for 41-38. That boy Dan Campbell, he different, bro. They went for it on 4th down 5 times and converted 4 times. But this Detroit offense is special, bro. It's led by their O-line with elite passing and run blocking. Jared Goff continued to have an efficient season. He went 23 for 33 for 303 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery just got back from IR, going for 12 carries, 116 yards, and a touchdown. Of course, we all seen the shifty 75-yard run. And Amon St. Brown, bro, he might be one of the underrated receivers of the league, man. He been doing numbers for the past two years. And this Sunday, he finished with 8 catches for 156 yards and a touchdown, man. But the Chargers, they ain't laid down. It was basically a shootout, going touchdown for touchdown. Herbert went for 27 for 40, 323 yards and 4 touchdowns. Boy, Keenan Allen went crazy for 11 catches, 175 yards and 2 touchdowns, man. Honestly, I'm not going to talk about the defense on either side of the ball. They basically was not there. And Detroit had the ball for the last possession, man, and they won the game with the field goal, bro. Any thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, man, the Chargers, man. I keep telling you, the Chargers, they just can't get the job done, and I know why. And we know it's coaching. They already talking about his replacement.
Told you.
It's just crazy. I say it all the time. They shipped Anthony Lynn up out of there, and this dude ain't even better than Anthony Lynn. But it is what it is. Herbert, man, played a great game. He just can't get the job done. You know, he does all the right things. He just can't get over the hump. Mm-hmm. And like I said, no Mike Williams, bro. Keenan Allen gonna get his every game when healthy, but it's like no Mike Williams out there, bro. It's like they can't move the ball. That rookie, he's a non-factor, bro. I don't know what it is, why they can't get him involved, because he looked pretty good at TCU. Mm-hmm. Austin Eckler hasn't been the same all year, you know, up and down with the injuries, but he's a non-factor. And defensively, you would think the Chargers, man, you got Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Sante Samuel, you got Kendricks in the middle. You would just think this defense should be a top 5 defense, and it's like, they just can't get off the field, man.
Yeah,
it's a shootout every week. Detroit, they bounced back from, off the bye week, and then, the loss to Baltimore, they bounced back. Jared Goff, like you said, looks good. Do want to shout out Jahmyr Gibbs, man.
Yeah.
Early on, he wasn't getting opportunities. He got some opportunities with Montgomery on IR, and now they kind of splitting the carries, 50-50. I always told you I get Kamara vibes from
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, a little smaller than Kamara, but a little bit faster. And just sneaky powerful. He don't look that big, but he's very powerful. He went for 100 yards, bro. On last Sunday, he went for 100 yards.
Jahmyr Gibbs?
Yeah, he went for 100.
Actually, he went for if anything, 14 carries, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Let me see how much
receiving. Total
yards. He had 35 yards. So total
100 total yards. So it's nice to see him come alive, and whoever the OC is over there, bro. The last 2 years they've been drawing it up. Offense just looks really good. And then you got Jameson Williams, which is crazy. He still hasn't come into form, so it's just crazy. Amar, like you said, Amar St. Brown is the number one over there, been the number one, very consistent, and they got some weapons, man.
Yeah. I think they just the coach just getting the most. I think Dan Campbell's just getting the most out of everybody, man. I think he's definitely the difference maker. And like you mentioned, Ben Johnson. This one of the teams like they seems like they're properly coached because you're getting the most out of them. Imagine Dan Campbell with the Chargers, bro. They're probably done won the Super Bowl by now. For real talk, bro. But last thing I'll mention, man, this game did end it on a field goal. And surprisingly, the spread was it ended on 3.5 points. So if you would have took the Chargers like I did, won by a hook, man, just by a half a point. Just want to mention that. And I guess the last thing I'll say about week 10, shout out to Kyler Murray, man, for getting a win over Atlanta. He looked pretty decent out there, extending plays or whatnot. Scrambling out the pocket. Overall, the game wasn't pretty, but it was just nice to see Kyler Murray back out there and getting the W, man. Getting the W. But I think that's it for week 10. And I guess we're gonna dive into the Deshaun Watson news, man. Like most of you guys know me, low key, I guess. Yeah, low key, I'll say I'm a Deshaun Watson fan, especially when he was at Houston. Down there watch all the games and stuff like that. Then seeing him come over to Cleveland, due to all the controversy and all the things like that. It's not cool to see him go down, man. He finally got that signature win over the Ravens. I think that was one of the main things everybody was looking for, even though it wasn't pretty. Because we know that he's out for the season now or whatnot. But it was nice to see him just finally get that signature win. And it just looked like they had a chance to, to do something this season, man. So it's just sour, especially for all the Cleveland fans, man, because they did have their defense playing like the number one defense in all of football. And you never know what could happen with that, man. So hopefully Deshaun come back healthy next year, man, do his thing, man. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, man. Definitely was rooting for him. I'm a Baltimore fan, but, was rooting for Watson. Just based off of what the situation was and how they did him in Houston, just to refresh everyone's memory. These incidents that happened were alleged incidents. We weren't there, so we don't know what happened. But all we know is the day after he asked for that trade, this is when all these women came out. So we don't know what happened. We got people that's been dogging him out mentally, took, a couple years off, so was suspended, came back, and he played, no excuses. Didn't look the best this year. Strapped up, played when he could, and now just interesting to see everybody was dogging him out before the reports came of his shoulder falling off the bone. So you never know what somebody's going through unless you're in those person's shoes. So just happy he went out the way he did. Literally left it all on the field.
Yeah.
They said if he got several opinions. If he did not go with the surgery, basically his shoulder would fall off the bone, which means he probably would not be playing football anymore if he decided to play the rest of this year, because as we know, the quarterback needs that shoulder. So just doesn't look too good. Actually, I won't say it doesn't look too good, because it actually looks damn good for Cleveland, because Cleveland hasn't looked this good in years. You're missing your all-pro running back, Nick Chubb. He went down a few weeks ago. And you're sitting here, I think you're second in the division. You're above 500, which for Browns fans, it usually doesn't happen. So still a strong chance for them to make the playoffs off that defense alone. And we'll see what happens, man. But Browns will be back next year. Deshaun Watson will be back next year. Hopefully healthy and better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So just shout out to Deshaun, man. Hopefully come back healthy. Him and Chubb, man. I think I seen something about Chubb having a chance to come back this year, bro. I don't know.
No. He just had another surgery, I think, last week on another part of his ACL. I think he had 2 surgeries. They split him in half, so he just had another surgery. He's coming back. They say he can come back next year.
Okay. I swear he tweeted something.
He could come back from ACL. We in week 10.
Yeah.
No way in hell he could come back in 6 weeks, bro. 16 weeks, bro.
No doubt, man. I guess the next topic we'll move on to, man. Top 5 offense, bro. I know when we was talking about Jacksonville, bro, you mentioned to me that that they may be a top 5 offense. Then you asked me who my top 5 offense is. And bro, I'm here to tell you, bro, the Jaguars may not even be a top 10 offense, bro. But I'll start the conversation like this, bro. There's probably 2 different conversations that we can have. We can have a conversation about how the offenses they're playing this year and stuff like that. And I think how you were mentioning is about probably the potential based on the personnel.
No, I ain't talking about potential. I'm not making assumptions, bro. I'm talking about
facts, bro. Okay. But if that's where you want to go, the top 5 offense this year in 2023, bro. The Dolphins is number 1. 49ers is number 2. The Lions is number 3. Ravens, number 4. And number 5 is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. That's you pulled them stats off of NFL.com or something, right?
I pull them off of NFL.com, so they don't have a so you could base the stats off of how you want it, because you could do it in rush, you can do it by total touchdown, yards, points, stuff, points and stuff like that. You could do it like that. So those are my top 5, bro. You got something for me, man? Yeah, I understand that. Let me pull up their stats, because when I was looking at it, I think Baltimore was one of the teams that had the probably the most balance.
You already gave me the stats, bro, so I know that's the facts. I'm just saying,
these
offense is based on me, bro. When it's time to score the ball, bro, and the money is on the line, bro, I got my last $100. I'm betting on this team to score the ball, bro.
But Sean,
I'm taking the Dolphins.
We've been talking about Baltimore all season, that they've been losing most of these games. The few games that they have lost is teams coming back from behind.
I hear what you're saying, though, bro. But I'm saying, did you just hear the point I just made, bro? If I got my last $100 and I need to bet on this team,
you're not doing it
to score some points, bro. I'm not. Baltimore is not in my top. I'm probably gonna take. I want to say the Cowboys, but sometimes they be iffy, bro. So we'll go Cowboys at 4, and then 5. I'll go Lions, bro. And just an honorable mention, I want to throw the Seahawks in, bro. The Seahawks can score points, bro. They can run the ball and they can throw the ball.
I don't even think the
Seahawks had 2 bad games. One against Baltimore, and then I think they had a bad game against the Bengals. They lost on the last play of the game, couldn't score from like the 10-yard line. But the Seahawks could score some points, bro.
The Seahawks has put up 7 rushing touchdowns, and they have put up, let me see, I almost got down. And 11 passing touchdown, bro. They probably just in the middle of the pack based off the numbers, bro. And I think you're getting caught up with the Seattle, bro. They done played a lot of bad teams, bro, and they beat up on a lot of bad teams. So I think that's what you're getting caught up on, bro. They decent. Even though Geno hasn't been playing the best this year, bro.
He hasn't been playing like he did last year.
But I guess a little few stats I would say. I guess going over these offensive teams, bro. The Cowboys I'll say Dak. He lead the league in completion percentage. I know you mentioned about Lamar that last week, but now Dak lead it with 70.7. Damn, what these numbers is, bro. I think we'll talk about this earlier. The Bills, they lead the league in turnovers, last year and this year as well. And another thing I'll say is the Bengals, man. They only have 20 offensive touchdowns this year, man. 4 rushing and 14 passing, man. But their record does suggest it, bro. I think they 0-2 in the division, bro. Yeah, I think they are.
But it says they always start like, I think the statistic is this is how they've done it the last 2 years. And they've won the division the last 2 years. So I guess it's I guess they get going as the season goes on, but we'll see.
Yeah. I guess we'll go ahead and move on and preview week 11 then. Honestly, we is here recording on Thursday night. Cincinnati, the game's just getting started with Baltimore, bro. Do you want to talk about it, bro?
Yeah, bro. We got to come out throwing the ball, bro. Like, throw the ball deep, bro. And get the rookie should be, him and Gus Edwards should be getting split carries, bro. That rookie, every time he touched the ball, bro, he scores the ball, bro. You can't get this man a 40-yard touchdown and don't get him the ball in the second half, bro. The kid is obviously special, bro. Zay Flowers has to get the ball, bro. Do whatever you got. How they spoon feed Diggs, bro. How Buffalo make sure this nigga get 12 targets a game, 12 to 15 targets a game. Feed fucking Zay Flowers, bro. However you got to do that shit. Bubble screen, reverse, bro. Whatever you got to do, get this man the ball and stop running Lamar, bro. Stop running him, bro. I don't want to see no fucking quarterback power and shit, bro. You could do a read option every now and then, the RPO, but I want you to throw the ball down the field, bro. I don't even think Bateman got 15 catches on the season, bro.
Damn.
Bro, if I had my phone right now, I would look up the stat, bro, because I'm mad just talking about that shit, bro. I don't think Bateman got 15 catches on the season, bro. Let's see. Odell scored last week on a nice 40-yard slant. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me happy as fuck.
Yeah.
But we got to get Zay Flowers the ball, bro.
Rashad Bateman got 19 catches for 205 yards,
man. Bro. That's horrible. We're in week 10. 19 catches for 205 is what you said? Bro, that's fucking horrible, bro.
Turn that down to 2 catches.
Like I said, bro, they got to get this man the ball. And we get this man the ball, bro. You get Zay Flowers the ball, man. The man is special. He remind me of Dante Hall, bro. A lot of people, not sure if people remember Dante Hall, but he got that same wiggle like Dante Hall to me, bro. We throw the ball, we can win the game. Defensively, we have a good defense. Just our secondary, I don't think our secondary is up to par. These numbers and all this data kind of suggest that we the best defense in the league, bro. But our secondary is bad, bro. Outside of Humphreys is the only one that kind of stand up. And Hamilton's going to be an all-pro this year, bro, because they got him playing in the safety and in the slot. So his numbers are really good. But secondary-wise, the opposite corner of Humphreys, bro. And
Ronald Darby's
a starter. They got him starting now?
Yeah.
I thought it was Stevens starting.
I think it's Darby, bro.
Okay. But, yeah, man, our corner opposite of Humphreys is bad. And then Marcus Williams is still – it's like he playing with one arm. So Geno Stone been playing. What I saw they did last week is they started Marcus Williams, but it's like he's still out there playing with one arm from that pec injury. Mm-hmm. So he don't tackle. Geno Stone is at the other safety. And then they moved Kyle Hamilton to the nickel because Kyle Hamilton played nickel last year because they kind of forced him on the field. So that's how they keep Geno Stone on the field. You can't bench Geno Stone with 6 picks, even though Marcus Williams came back. You paying Marcus Williams all that money. You can't bench Marcus Williams. So they got to find a way to put both of them on the field. So to do that, you put Hamilton at nickel. So just want to see, it all come together, bro.
No doubt, man. I guess we're going to find out in a little bit how all things go down, man. I definitely expect a good game all around. Honestly, it's a do or die matchup for both teams, especially for Baltimore coming off the loss. And Cincinnati, they 0-2 in the division, man. So if Cincinnati, it's basically Cincinnati's season. If Cincinnati mess around and go 0-3 the division, they're gonna mess around and lose. They're not gonna win the division, and they're gonna mess around, not gonna be able to even get a wild card spot.
Let me
for
ask
the most
you this,
part.
bro. While we talking about that,
Mm-hmm.
So say Cincinnati loses tonight, they still got to go play Pittsburgh again. They have to go play the Browns again, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the second series with Baltimore, so they close Baltimore out. Baltimore win tonight, they'll be 0-2, like you said.
On 3 in the division.
Okay, so they can't. There's no way for them to get in the playoffs.
No, they could probably get in the playoffs on wild card, but as far as down
0-3. Even down 0-3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they still have a chance with their with their record. If they go on a winning streak or something like that, they definitely could sneak in into the wild spot, bro.
Like I said, bro. Pittsburgh only got 4 losses. The Browns only got 4 losses. So it's like, bro, I don't even understand how that happens in the division, bro. How does everybody got the same record, bro?
Yeah, bro. Could they beat up on all the other teams, bro? The teams in the division, they probably split with each other. Then everybody else, they beat them, bro.
Pittsburgh, bro. Pittsburgh and the Browns and the Bengals in another division would be leading the divisions. Yeah, bro. That's the crazy thing about it, bro.
I guess that's just the nature of the game, bro.
No other division is like that, though. But that's the crazy thing about it.
But AFC North always been tough going back years, bro. This ain't nothing new. I guess just shout out to the ownership of all 4 of those teams, of building respectable teams. But I guess you can say, all those teams have their moments, their down moments as well, man. But for the most part, AFC North always been one of the hardest division in football, man. But we'll definitely see how this game play out, man. But we'll go ahead and jump into Las Vegas going to Miami. I'm gonna say Vegas. They like Miami by 13.5 points. When this line first came out, bro, it was actually 10 points, man. And I guess just throughout the week, big money was just coming in on the Dolphins, man. But I expect Miami to get back on track, having a bye, get healthy, especially coming off that loss. I know Vegas with Antonio Pierce, they coming into town on a 2-game win streak, playing ball with a lot of emotions. However, I think all that comes to an end on Sunday. I expect Miami to jump out big in the first half. And then in the second half, I expect the Raiders to probably make it interesting, probably with the backdoor cover. But overall, Miami should win this game easily, man. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, we spoke about this a few weeks ago. I'm looking for Miami to take that next step. They got everybody back healthy now. Xavier Howard should be fully healthy now. Ramsey came back. He should be in the groove now. I think it's 4 weeks since he's been back if you count the bye week. So he's been practicing. He got some playing time, significant playing time as a starter again. So he should be back in the realm of full, all-pro corner.
Yeah.
And that secondary should be back to what I think is probably the most talented secondary. I think when healthy, that's the most talented secondary in the NFL. So defensively, they should take that next step, which should help them. Offense always going to roll. They getting A-Chain back. Many people don't know A-Chain was averaging, I think, 9 yards a carry before he went out. I think he went out week 6. He already had over 700 yards, and I think he had 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, something like that.
Crazy video game numbers, 9 yards a carry, bro. So it would be great to get him back, and then you had a 1-2 punch of him and Mostert and Tua and Hill could pick up where they left off, man. They also can make some groundwork up in that division. Buffalo just had another loss. I think Buffalo is 5 losses now.
Yeah, I think they're like at 5-4, 5-5, right, something like that.
The Dolphins can for sure create some headway in this division now. Jets lost, Bills lost, so they can, another win could close that gap, and they can clearly take over the division, which would be good. Getting into, as we get into week 15 and 16, so Dolphins should take this game.
Yeah, no doubt. I guess the next game we'll go ahead and move on to Pittsburgh going to Cleveland. Before the Deshaun Watson news, they liked that Cleveland by 4 points. Now they like Cleveland by 1 point. They starting the rookie, Dorian Robertson Thompson, I think that's his name. In the preseason, he did definitely look really dynamic. But in this one start this season it wasn't too pretty against the Ravens. We'll definitely see this Sunday how he looks against the Steelers. I know the morale for the Cleveland is probably going to be low after the news, but I won't be surprised if they do pull it out. How you think the Steelers going to perform, bro?
Bro, I think they're gonna. Kenny Pickett is gonna get benched. He was already benched for Trubisky. Mike Tomlin, man, I just can't say enough of the job he does, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Pickett is horrible, bro. Like, I'm talking about on Baker Mayfield level, bro. Like, he is horrible. They don't move the ball, bro. His receivers be frustrated, bro. And it's like, they win, bro. They win. Yeah. Defense is solid. I'm not going to say it's a great defense. It's just a well-coached defense, bro. Their defense keep them in every game. But offensively, bro, they can't move the ball, and they actually win most of their games. It's just crazy, man. Well-coached team, bro. Mike Tomlin. But offensively, bro, they just, I don't know. It's hard to watch them, but I wouldn't count them out. The rookie's going to play. Like you say, he's a dynamic quarterback. The first games he played when he had to come in for Deshaun Watson, it's his first start, a little jittery and stuff like that. I think he'll settle down this game. And I think the Browns they're gonna play really hard, bro. Defensively, they're gonna show up every game, but defensively they're gonna show up every game. But I feel like they're gonna have something to play for now, bro. They like motivation wise and everything. You lost Deshaun Watson. You got that big win against Baltimore, so they built on that, and they know they had a chance to get in the playoffs. So I think the Browns are gonna win. I do.
Gotcha.
I think they're gonna get after Kenny Pickett, bro. They're gonna be on his ass.
No doubt, man. I guess the next game we'll go ahead and move on to is Arizona going to Houston. Houston is actually favored by 5 points. I guess, but this game is gonna be about CJ versus Kyler, man. Kyler's second game in return. His workload will increase. And as for Houston, this may be a trap game for them, man. They do have Jacksonville coming up the following week. You know, that'll be a big division game. I expect CJ to continue his prominence. And like I mentioned before, this will be an exciting game. I do expect Houston to pull it out, but Arizona to do keep it close. But I won't be surprised if Arizona win this game as well, man. What's your thoughts on this one, bro?
Yeah, man. Excited to see two black quarterbacks play against each other. Always love watching that, bro. I think James Conner pretty much led the league in rushing touchdowns last year, bro. He was very dominant last year.
I think Jamal Williams on him.
Oh, yeah. Jamal Williams, but Conner was behind him. You're correct. You're right on that. But just haven't been able to get that same performance out of him. And a lot of reasons behind that. And I just feel like Kyler Murray don't have a true number one to throw to, so I don't think that the Cardinals can hang with the Texans, bro. I'm gonna take the Texans, bro.
No doubt.
I'm curious to know how many catches and yards Hollywood got, bro, this year. I know he hasn't been with a true starting quarterback, but just curious, just for Kyler's stake. Do want to make this point? They talking about trading him, bro, and it's like
trading who? Marquise?
Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah.
They're just trying to see how he responds, this second half of the season, coming off the injury, get him some game tape. I'm pretty sure it's Kyler is a starting quarterback out there. I just curious, if the organization, is going to stick with him or what's going to happen with that. Because they're talking about Caleb Williams, bro. So, we'll see how that.
Yeah, Hollywood got 43 catches for 468 yards and 4 touchdowns, bro. Honestly, if he continue at this pace, bro, he'll
at least 80 passes.
Yeah, he'll go over 1,000 yards. He'll go over 1,000. He probably could do it with
surprising.
Yeah, bro. I guess he's still, he's still gonna make them deep catches and stuff like that, bro. He been doing it. It been spotty this season, but he been doing it, bro. Especially with when Josh Dobbs was there, man.
I'm just curious about his organization because remember they drafted Josh Rosen. And then you got Kyle Kingsbury the next year, right? Yeah. And then you took the next number one overall pick and you took Kyler Murray. So it's like you took two number one picks in within 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
And it's like none of them panned out. Here we are, Kyler Murray been in the league, 4 or 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I think they did just make a GM change.
Yeah,
I think this season. So
yeah.
I guess we will see what happens, man. But it's gonna be a good game between Arizona and Houston, like you mentioned, two black quarterbacks, CJ versus Kyler. So it should be a fun matchup, man. But the last game we'll talk about for Week 11, Philly going to KC, man. Super Bowl rematch. KC is favored by 2.5 points. I guess the main headline I've been seeing is Andy Reid is dominant coming off a bye. But both teams is coming off a bye. But I expect KC to attack Eagles secondary. By the stats, we do see that there is their weak spot. But one thing I go back to, bro, and that you mentioned, that the Eagles have the best roster in football. So I know they're not gonna lay down, and they'll basically try to get some kind of revenge for the Super Bowl, man. It will be a good game. If I had to pick a winner, honestly, I'm not sure. Definitely expect a close game, man. If anything, I'll take Philly with the points. I'll take Philly with the points, man, if anything. But it's going to be a good game, man. What's your thoughts on this one, bro?
I'm going to say it again as I do every week. The Philadelphia Eagles have the best team in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
They have the best team in the NFL, bro. That trade that they got a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Kevin Byard, bro, you're going to see that trade start to pay off later in the season as they get to the playoffs, as he solidifies that back end of the secondary, because that was the weak end of their whole team, bro. That secondary, the safeties is the weakness of their whole team, bro. That's it. They have no other weakness on that team, bro. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball. Jalen Hurts gets better every week. I don't know how. Like I said, I've never seen a quarterback, bro, that I've been so low on. Not even on no hating shit. I just never saw that he could be this good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What he showed me at Oklahoma, what he showed me at Alabama, bro, I did not see that he could throw the ball this good. And he's every week he throws a deep ball, bro, over the shoulder, in the pocket, and it's like, bro, it's a very nice ball, bro. I'm a Lamar fan, bro, but I'm sad to say this, bro. He done made some throws I ain't even seen Lamar make, bro. Like, but he does have some receivers. I think he got the best receiver in the league right now, so that's another topic. But the Eagles, bro, I'm gonna take the Eagles, bro. The Chiefs, Mahomes has not been himself, I would say, this year, and like I said, that's a lot to do with the change of coaching. Eric Bieniemy's gone. You got Matt Nagy or Andy Reid, whatever, who they want to give the credit to as the OC. You could definitely see the change in the shift of the offense. And Kelsey is not the same as he was last year. I know he's had a couple games where he went over 175 yards, but Kelsey, the Kelsey we know every week, you know, he just got that wiggle to him, and it's like he kind of lost a step. He looked like he gained a few pounds of meat, a little overweight, still trying to get in shape, I guess.
That goddamn Taylor
and I know he's been I know he's been injured, so I know when you injure, you kind of reset, so I'm not even going to get on the shape, but I'm used to seeing Kelsey with that wiggle, you get what I'm saying? You put a safety or a corner on him, and he able to get open on whoever. I just don't see that same wiggle. But the defense for the Chiefs has been the best defense I've ever seen for the Chiefs, bro. This is that Eric Berry defense, Chiefs, bro. That's what they look like. And which is a scary sight because usually the Chiefs don't play defense. Usually it's a shootout. They can score when needed. So I guess it's not a bad thing, but I'm going to take the Eagles, bro. Got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I say it again. Eagles have the best team in the league.
I ain't going to debate you on that, man. I guess just one thing I'll be looking for is just that Kansas City offense versus Philly defense, man. I know Jalen going to do what Jalen do. I'm not too worried about KC defense. It's just gonna be interesting to see how the secondary hold up against Mahomes, man. So definitely expect a good game. I think that's the Monday Night Football game too at that, man. So definitely expect a good game, man. But I think that is it for week 11, man. You guys enjoy Sunday, and we'll see you next week, man. Peace.
Yo.